we wanted to welcome Donice
Yes.
to Jump Talk Podcast. Hey,
so
girl.
Yes, I'm super excited to be here.
We're very happy to have some estrogen up in here.
Yes.
Some female, feminine energy,
Yeah.
dominant female energy in here.
Yeah,
You know what I
dominant.
mean?
Happy and dominant.
Okay. Absolutely. Hello. And in the midst of all of that, like, it's good to have, again, like we always do, like-minded individuals in this space.
Yes.
This is a personal area for us overall, and welcoming people like you, it's an honor and a pleasure for us because, you're busting your behind out here. Okay. You're doing your thing.
Thank you.
And,
proud of you, girl.
With every testimony, whatever triumph, there's a testimony. And
yes, for sure.
you have been through some things.
Yeah.
You have quite the story.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to kind of introduce our audience to you. I know you have a following as well. I know you're very thorough in the fitness realm.
Yes.
People that know, she one of them that's out there with the big dogs. She doing them push-ups, them burpees, them. You pulling up too, ain't you? You doing all that.
Baby, can you tell about the shoulders?
Okay.
Shoulders. I just started this. I was like, look, I'm going full throttle with it. Like, why not?
As you should. As you should. You look amazing.
Thank
You
you.
on your P's and Q's.
Thank you.
So again, welcome to Gym Talk, beautiful.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
And
Happy to be here.
while we're introducing you, why don't you introduce you a little bit and kind of tell people who you are, where you come from, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, should I listen?
Yeah, wherever you want comfortable.
Hey y'all. Ooh, I feel like I'm on YouTube. Hey y'all. It's your girl.
Okay. Like, subscribe, and share.
All right. Yeah, this is me sober. Yeah.
Okay.
And Gemini and ADHD and all that.
Oh no, all that good stuff. All that razzle.
All that good stuff.
50 different directions.
Yeah.
I can see.
It's gonna go everywhere. But yes, my name is Donice. I'm from Washington, D.C., the Southwest area. Born and raised, and now I am in the fitness world, which I've always been active, like running track, playing basketball, flag football, things like that. But now I'm into fitness, working out, mental health, just checking in with my ladies, building a community, a sisterhood. I think my biggest thing is just trying to shake the nerves out of people when it comes to like working out. But I found fitness through like hard times, basically. I got a wake up call. What happened? It was way before my grief. It was okay. I was like 21, already had 2 kids, and I was looking like a little boy. No. I wish I could have found like a picture of me like looking like a teenage little boy. Okay. So after
you don't look like that now.
Okay. I'm telling you, after every pregnancy, like when you get pregnant and you get that weight, I was like, oh, I look good. Like my boobs was up. Some days went by, everything just went flat. I'm like, shit.
That's strong.
For the ones that wanted to get flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like everything just dropped. Like I was feeling like a lady. That dropped. I'm like, shit, look like I'm 17 years old again. Like nobody, no nothing. But this was before I became a personal trainer. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat everything. I was like, I'm just gonna eat so I can get big. Ended up with a diagnosed with high blood pressure. Why? Because I don't know. I'm eating noodles, salt, just eating out every day.
Thinking you're bulking.
Yeah, thinking I'm bulking. And high blood pressure runs in my family, and I see how my mom used to take her medicine, my grandmother, and in my head, I think that they have to take that medication for the rest of their life. So as soon as the doctor, told me like, you have high blood pressure, and we're just like looking at my appointments, and I'm just like, man, I'm young as hell. That's all the doctor had to tell me. I was like, no.
That's scary news. When you're young, you're like, these are my elders' problems. You don't have this at 21.
I was so pressed to gain weight too. It was like a like low self-esteem, confidence wasn't really there. Was looking for compliments in all the wrong places. And even though the compliments, was being given, I wasn't believing it. Look, what I saw in the mirror was what I really felt. So after the doctor said that and gave me a prescription, I was like, hey, took a class to be a personal trainer. I was like, let me learn this the right way. Like what to eat. Come to find out, I started like eating like really healthy. And I'm like, damn.
And this is okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is okay. And that's gonna,
in that area.
yeah, it's gonna help me like gain muscle and do it in the right way. And I started like practicing on my family members and friends and things like that for free, of course. Programming them and doing things like that. And that's how I grew the love for fitness in like 2021.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's funny, like different versions of how people got, you know, involved. You were actually unhappy with a small frame, and then had the health issues. A lot of people like come in unhealthy because they're overweight or not take care of themselves. Yeah, you tried. You just went about it the wrong way.
I tried, and I'm telling you, like people used to be like, "Girl, be quiet." You, and I'm like, I wouldn't say that to you that you want to lose weight. Like I'm literally looking like this and like your goals is your goals.
Absolutely.
So that's what I've learned with my clients too. Like some people come to you with your goals and I can't like push your goals away. Those are your goals. So especially when I wanted to like gain weight, it was a lot of like, girl, you look good and you did it. Not knowing that I'm diagnosed with high blood pressure and skinny and weak as hell. So
inside I wasn't.
I wasn't having it.
People don't understand like how hard it is for women.
Yeah.
Like men, I'm not gonna say that they don't have their struggles in fitness because it depends on the individual, but we can look the part on the outside and be up inside, you know, really be going through some things health wise, or we can be at a weight that we're uncomfortable with, you know, over what we think is over and be as healthy as you know, as a mug on the inside. So it's just like with our hormones. With our stresses,
everything,
with having children, with trying to bulk or lose, the way our bodies fluctuate, the things that happen internally, like people don't understand, like this fitness thing for women is a different ball game. If your mind, your head ain't in the game, baby, you're not gonna be able to push yourself through. It's mind over matter in so many elements of this shit. You have to push so hard, like. Because I know even when you were eating, you know what I mean? You probably was like, you probably weren't feeling good after you ate so much of the wrong shit. You know what I mean? Your body responds to that too.
I felt sick, to be honest.
Thought you was doing the right thing. I'm a gain, you know, I'm a bulk.
I wasn't gaining nothing
but
yourself
right to the diabetic hour.
Nothing but headache.
I like to like sodium-wise and all that.
I was getting headaches. And I just didn't have the knowledge, like. But when you say like it's a mental thing for females, like even before you get to the gym, like did you drop the kids off? What did it take for you to get here? So like in my classes or with my clients, I always ask like, is it a mental thing for you or physical? Some people is like I could do this all day, but it's just here. And some people is just like I don't want to do the physical part. So I always say you have to like earn your way off the mat. We just talk like we don't even work out. We don't even think about working out. We always like give ourselves a compliment and like just talk to ourselves, compliment. Then you look at the person beside you and you scream a compliment at them.
I love that.
Because like women, we don't. Some women don't speak loudly. Most women, they're like, "Girl, you look cute." So we quietly give ourselves a compliment, and then you yell, you scream that compliment.
I love that.
And then everybody is just like they relax a little bit or whatever, and we just talk like, "What did it take for you to get here? Was your gas tank on E?"
Real shit.
You know, what happened? So that's
self-esteem builders is dope. I like that.
Amongst a group of women,
because most of the time in those elements, these are different women coming into the same space. We
Uh-huh.
real close. I might need you to hold my feet up or something.
Exactly.
We go together now. Like, you know what I mean? So kids breaking that. I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
That's fine.
That's cool.
Yep.
Okay, so you said roughly around like 21, 22, which is when you kind of jump into fitness.
Yeah.
How hard was it for you when you got into it to kind of like build up your clientele? Did you go straight to Pilates or how did you come into fitness?
When I first started, I love like butterflies or whatever. So I just gave it a little butterfly fitness name. And I got like a caterpillar the different stages of the metamorphosis. I have that on my back, all growth and transition. So I like named something of my group called Butterfly Fitness.
Okay.
Everything was free. We were meeting by Baloo and we were running up and down the steps and having free workouts. And then I decided like, hey, I want to make some money doing this.
Enjoying the free stuff is cool.
Yeah. So I went to go work at Vita Fitness in Navy Yard, DC, which I learned a lot. And it's kind of southeast up there by Navy Yard. I learned a lot there. I learned how to program my clients. I learned how to like read an in-body, how to tell you how much muscle mass you have, how much water weight you have, and things like that. So I learned a lot. That was really like the foundation and then like a huge stepping stool for me at Vita. I stayed there for about, I think, a year. I was also still working at the dental office, and that was a lot. I was at Vita from like 5, 6, 7 a.m., go home, get the kids ready for school, go to the dental office from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., pick the kids up, go back to Vita at 5, 6, 7 p.m. I was tired. I was tired.
If it wasn't for the fact that you were in Vita, that you had the steam to do all that.
Yeah. The kids suffered a lot though.
Yeah.
You just got off of one job and you're going to another.
Yeah.
I wasn't really hearing that. I'm a single parent.
Yeah.
I didn't really take it into consideration until the behavior started messing up at school, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Where was I? Yeah.
Teachers
But they don't
know
get it
me.
till they get it. They understand later on in life, you know.
Yeah, so that
busting
kind
our
of
ass
burnt me
to
out.
make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. That burnt me out. And I left Vita, and I left Vita because I lost my dad. I lost my dad in 2023, and like losing him, it wasn't even just like he died. Like my dad was missing for 3 weeks first, and my mental for those 3 weeks looking for him, I can't really identify myself. Like I was angry. I was my dad was my best friend.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I liked him more than my mom, but like that was he didn't know. Like that was my man.
Daddy's girl.
Me looking for him for 3 weeks and being the oldest child and having to do the missing report, asking people in our neighborhood, have you seen my dad, and not knowing who to trust, and that was a lot.
Yeah.
So I was still working. I never took a day off. I didn't want to be home. Calling the missing persons people and just they were calling me too, like, is it this tattoo? Is it that? And I'm looking at pictures. I'm like, no, that's not my dad. No, that's not my dad. That whole process really made me angry. I think my grandmother took my kids for some time because I wasn't me. I didn't even want to see my kids. Like I wanted to see my dad. Calling around to different jails and hospitals. I'm like, I wasn't really tripping about those kids. I wanted my dad. So after
you were the kid.
Yeah.
You know,
I was
were
the
the
kid.
kid. You were, you know.
I was the kid. I was coming home and just
Going, baby, because your hand is ice cold. I'm trying to say, y'all keep talking.
yeah. Look now.
I'm here freezing my girls. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, you got me.
Your fingertips is like ice cubes, baby. I'm so sorry. Okay.
The Sagittarius is
I'm so
cold.
sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I was supposed to turn that over.
All you gotta do is go skin to skin with a Sag.
No, you're going to be warm, baby.
You're gonna burn up. Yeah. No,
Okay, go ahead.
I think like after the 3rd week, maybe like the 4th week, the detective had called and they found a wallet. So I didn't want to hear what was in the wallet. So it was like 2 days where he would be like, hey, Miss Brooks, I'm hanging up. I'm just like hanging up because I'm like, maybe this time, this is it.
Oh,
So my mom actually took the call. And I remember just being in the alley and she just kept walking up to me. And she's like, I gotta tell you something. I was just kept walking off. I'm like, no. It was him right around the corner from my grandmother's house. Not far, body just there. for 3 weeks. So I don't know what was more traumatizing, like him actually passing or like the looking for him part. Yep, found out that was him. Arranging the funeral, the oldest, and all of that, and then having to have like a closed casket, which I kept saying I wanted to have an open casket. I wish I would have saw him, but fast forward to actually seeing my mom now, I'm like, I don't know which one. Like, I think the open casket on my mom and the closed casket on my dad, like, I would prefer the closed. Yeah, because when I think
that's
about
the hard last look, and that's the look that don't ever leave.
it
You
can't
unsee it.
Yeah, my dad, I could do good memories all day. My mom, even if I sit here, just like, okay, let's have a good time. Nope. That's that dang going, picking out the outfit. Let me make sure she look cute. That was
it's hard.
I don't see how people
do it. That's the hard part of burying your loved one, you know?
So after my dad passed, I kind of like went at this isolation. I was not sad. I was not sad. I was mad at the world. I was mad at the world. My cousin got me out the house. She was like, hey, let's go to Coach T crank boxing. I never been to Sycamore Oak at all. But I still got my personal trainer license or whatever. I was real skinny. So I gained a little bit of weight. I was so mad. I'm like, Daddy, I lost it.
Got a little weight on me.
Man, I'm going to find this video. When the Coach T thing, my leg, everything was just back small. I'm like, man, this is crazy. The Coach T boxing. My cousin was like, it's a gym over there. It's called WeFit. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was a gym over there. And I'm still just looking like stressed and sad and everything. She was like, go over there and see if they need a trainer. And I was like, no, it's okay. I'm good. Like, it ain't the time or whatever. So we went over there, and I went over there. I met Joe. I didn't know Joe, like, at all. I was just like, hey, I didn't even ask him, was he looking for a trainer? I just was like, I want to work out at your gym. I was scared to, like, really ask. But after some time, I was like, yeah, I'm a trainer. Like, I would like to do some classes at your gym and things like that. So I started doing classes. So I felt like that was kind of like a blessing in disguise while I was still, like, grieving. So I started working at WeFit, and then me and Joe just like clicked, and so he asked me to be co-owner of WeFitDC, which was great. But also my dad was big on working out, and he just wasn't like, you ain't here for this. So I'm still mad. I'm still like mad. And I just like look at pictures of him, like, you ripped up. I'm going through our text messages, and he like, let's do a daddy and daughter workout, and we never got a chance to do it. So I got my mom in there though. Like my mom, I started like, you need to come up here. You need to like work out. Yeah, everything was great with WeFit. I started like, my clients started adding on, my classes started adding on. Started like going around doing corporate wellness and things like that. So just going out to the community, which I really love too. Working with the teenagers and senior citizens too. So everything was going great. And then fast forward again to my mom. Her death was earlier this year, 2025. But already we were kind of like detaching a little bit after my dad. I felt like I lost her when I lost my dad. That's why I'm very careful. She did, and I didn't like that. I looked at her as a weak, which now I'm beating myself up because I'm like, shit. I looked at her. I was looking at her eyes and be like, can you please get it together?
Like, I'm still here. I still need you too. Part of her was already gone.
And I only know that now that she's gone. I'm like, you was really hurting. It was really. My mom lost 2 twin boys when I was 6, so she was hurting from that. She lost one at 8 days and one at 9 months to sickle cell. Sickle cell hospital never told her they had. Yeah. So after my dad, she kind of. She was good and she was not good, but she was fighting, and I didn't see how much it broke her. But it was a point of a time where like she wasn't taking her medicine and probably smoking and drinking and things like that. And all I could do was be a controlling daughter. You need to stop drinking. You need to stop.
You already angry. You're already angry. You know.
And I'm just like, I remember one day I like held her like this,
Yeah.
looking in her eyes. I'm like, can you please? I'm like a big baby at this point. I'm like, can you please get it together? I even remember myself saying like talk about my dad. I'm just like, please, like get it. And when I say the look in her eyes was like, I don't. She always like, you good.
She couldn't. She had nothing. She had nothing left to really give.
Yeah. Not that.
And I'm sure she felt the energy to push to be strong for you, and that is no ounce.
Yeah, cause she'll text me like a long paragraph. She'll be like, I'll do better and and I'm trying. And then so I would just be like, I send her a prayer or like a gospel song, but I also learned a lot through that.
Girl, listen. Okay. I had to pull him back 4 times.
Okay.
I ain't trying back. Just
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's my mom leaving. I'm not a crier. Let me just tell you, like growing up, I have uncles. I don't really have aunts. Uncles, father, oldest child. When I see my family members, it's like growing up, it's like, oh, throw your guards up. Let's be rowdy. I was a tomboy.
You
so like emotions was not like it's like if I even feel something about to cry, I'm gonna hurry up, get it together, or I'm gonna go do something. So like my mom will always say, you need to cry. I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to cry. You need to, and I'm just like, no, I don't. Like I need to be strong. That's all I heard growing up. My cousin told me, we went on a hike. She told me she was going through something. And I just looked at her and I was like, well, you need to be strong. She cursed me out. She never cursed me out. She said, you know what? I'm tired of telling you about what I'm going through and you're telling me to be strong. I'm really like pulled back. I'm like, what you? I'm like, what are you? That's what you're supposed to do. Right? She's like, no, like I don't feel strong. I don't want to be strong.
I don't feel how I'm supposed to feel right now.
I was so on mute. I was like, oh, my cousin talking to me like that.
Your ass out, honey.
That's like a wake up call, though. You know
that what she said, and then with my mom, like just remember her saying, you need to cry to that. Like so with my dad, I was mad. With my mom, I think I was like sad. Even though I didn't cry, like I had to plan stuff and I was busy. I was like, cool, she an angel. I'm gonna cry later on, something like that. But I didn't even like allow myself. Went to work, didn't really take time off to my doctor. So it was like, that's your second parent. You gotta stay home. And I was like, shit.
And even in that process, like you say you're going to work and doing the process of you grieving.
Yeah.
How is that? Being in other people's presence and you're dealing with what you're dealing, something of that nature, heavy. Like I know you say you were angry, but how did you even put that on? Like as far as dealing with other people, that's tough.
I think I honestly enjoyed pretending. I couldn't wait to get to work.
Okay.
My patience, when I left, I was like, oh shit, the feeling's coming. So when I was at work, I was just like, just like doing me. But like when I left, it just hit me. And I didn't like that. I just let it be, but I would shake a little bit. And I'm like, shit, I don't want to feel this. But I had to allow myself to feel it.
When did that happen for you?
I would say I don't cry over my dad as much as I cry over my mom, even though I say like me and my dad was closer. I think that I'm still a little angry that it like happened in our neighborhood and I don't know who to trust, and that's where I grew up at and things like that. But like, hey, it's not for my understanding. Crying came. And crying came because it was like in the middle of the night when I'm asleep, I'm waking up, because it was that image. It was that image.
Of your mom?
Yeah, because my little brother called me. I just came back from a cruise. It's so funny. She left me a voicemail. She was like, I still got it. She was like, you in all these different countries and you ain't called me. And it costs. I didn't get the Wi-Fi package or whatever, so I wasn't calling her. So she was like,
So shit.
I wasn't calling. You know when she left me on the voicemail, she said, take 3 shots for me so I can join your brothers. That was weird to me. She said, take 3 shots for me so I could join your brothers. She always said stuff like that. She always said, like, I want my boys. Like, she always said. And I used to be like, well, that's why you here with us. Like, my mother was very open about it. Yeah. My mother was too real for
me. You think
sometimes.
that was probably her way of dealing with her grief? Like, making, those type of jokes.
It was. She was silly as hell. Yeah. She will meet a stranger and you will be like, oh, Donna, my best friend. Yeah. That's how everybody felt about her. And I used to hate that. I used to be like, you too nice. Yeah. But that voice message helped me to make the decision when they said, you know, like she could be a vegetable or blah, blah, blah. I'm just like looking for a sign. I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'm just looking at her like here on this dang hospital bed.
Was it like a sudden thing with your mom, or was it like a slow decline? Like just
it was a slow she had cardiovascular, like a heart disease. Okay. And I'm like, after my dad, she stopped taking her medicine. That was another thing I was on her about. Like, but she had like stopped breathing at home. So like my little brother called me and he was like, come over here. And I'm thinking I'm coming over there for him. Maybe him and his girlfriend or something. When I got over there, seeing my mother on that floor. And I froze. I was in shock. I just seen her earlier that day, and I was mad at her. I was mad because she was hanging with her friends. And like just even with my dad, it was always like, y'all need to go home. Y'all need to go in the house. It was just me just being like wanting better for them. Yeah. But I spent so much time wanting better for them and being mad. I should have just like accepted the shit, like, you know, live your life and not keep trying to like control them, because now only thing that played back in my head is me being mean to them. Even though I love them to death, I knew that they like deserved a better life. But I went over there and like just seeing her on the floor, I froze. And I know CPR very well. I gotta do it at work. I could not.
It's your mom.
Yeah. But I beat myself up so much. Like I was just like,
you was
couldn't even do it. And seeing her change a purplish color. So ambulance came or whatever, and they gave her a heartbeat. What is that? Like little machine. Go to the hospital, and basically I'm just like, that's not my mother heartbeat. Her body was cold. They put like a warm blanket on her, and her chest was still up and down. All I could do was like, I'm sorry. I just kept saying I'm sorry. I was just like, I'm sorry. I could have been a better daughter. Like
that wasn't you. That wasn't you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I felt that. Like I felt that for both of them, because like we had a lot of fun, but I still like knew like life is great. Like life is more than a neighborhood, or like, come on, like get on a plane. Like you don't want to know. Well, my dad been so, with my mom never been in it anyway. She always talk about like going to Jamaica and finding a man and shit like that. And I'm just like, my father right here.
That's crap, duh. I forgot. Mama and daddy was together.
Mama stayed playing. Mama played all the time.
My father couldn't do nothing. My mother could have a boyfriend. Oh Lord, my mother could have a boyfriend, and my father could be right there, but he couldn't do nothing.
Mama played she played all the time.
And then
all day.
My father too. My mom could have a boyfriend, and that boyfriend could say something smart to my dad. My dad would knock him out. And I'd be like, Daddy, you can't do that. That's not your girlfriend anymore.
Well, in their eyes.
Like they were together since they was 14, 15. They had me at 15. I'm just like, y'all just need to just be somewhere.
You grew up with them.
And they look alike. So everything, they were just like best friends, to be honest. After my dad, though, I was locked in the gym for like hours. Like I forgot I had kids, like 6 or 7 hours. And my grandmother had the kids, because like I ain't, like I said, like it was
we locked in
emotionally. We are emotionally checked out.
I wasn't even working out at the times. I would just be like,
I was just about to say, was you like training or you was just in the gym yourself, just breathing,
Both.
just
breathing.
breathing?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, I'm really out here don't have a father.
Yeah.
Jealous of people that's spending time with their father.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like, damn, I don't have a
Girl, I
father.
go through that now. My father was alive and real.
For real.
But I literally grieve like just the father, not necessarily him, because he's so horrible to me. Even the fact that I'm still here and he lost his only son, my only brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that grief is so relatable because it's something about even in the it's so hard. Like in the absence of your dad, I didn't always have a relationship with my father, but it was rocky off and on.
Yeah.
And then when things started happening and I really needed him and he didn't show up for me at all, it's like, once you know that there's like, you feel like that parent don't have no love for you, like they've already killed you off.
Yeah.
You've already dead to them. You know what I mean?
It's like you here, but
you feel
ain't.
like I've lost my father. Like I feel like I've been grieving my father and my brother. You know what I'm saying? That daddy disconnect.
I feel that.
That's some real shit. That daddy disconnect is some real shit.
Yeah, especially at a young age too.
Yeah, man.
I kind of went through that daddy disconnect when he was in jail. And just looking from certain things from guys, like, you know, the compliments and things like that. But I got a lot of it in the mail and in the visits, but it's like, shit, you ain't here. But that permanent disconnect too. It's just like, I'm really out here with no father. So it's just been with my dad, like I said, like it brought a lot of anger behind it. I think it's because I was like on feet looking for him and driving around the city. I ain't had no leads, no clue, no nothing. I was asking people stuff and it just was like,
it was no start. It was just you.
I had to stop, or I would have been somewhere else.
Yeah,
I had to stop. I was going crazy. I was having dreams about him. I had a dream that he cursed me out for, because he don't like the police. He cursed me out because I put him on a flyer, and the flyer got the police on it. Yes. So I woke up like I was in trouble. He was like, man, why you put me on that flyer? He got like a raspy, but why you on that flyer? I was at MGM gambling good. And I'm in my dream, and I'm like, you're still cursing me out. So I wake up, I'm like, oh, you up there still don't like the police. So that was funny. I'm a dreamer. Like I
those
love
are the messages though, and most of the time in the afterlife, that's really how they connect. You know what I'm saying? In your dreams, they come to you in your dreams.
Yeah, and I love that. After my mom passed, it was a dream. Like my dad was like doing like a happy dance that he had my mom. So I'm waking up. I'm like, yeah, they playing. But I'm like, whatever, y'all can have it. So I don't know. Like it hurts like really bad. It hurt. I think my mom hurt more because I know it was her grieving my dad that like pushed it, and I was just like, I was almost used to not having a dad. Like I was like, cool, like we gonna get this together. And then my kids and they were close with my mom. So then like after her, and I think she was so open about that. That's what I was like, you happy now? Like I was literally like talking to her like. I was like, you did it, like whatever. You with my dad, you with the twins. I'm just like, you know. So just talking. They say the hearing is the last thing to go. So like 2 tears just went down her eyes. And so the doctor's like, she hear you. I'm like, well, I hope she heard me say, you know, I apologize. Yeah. And they were young. They were born in 77, so they're not even 50 yet.
I was about to say
they young. Yeah. So that was, and you know what? I really don't know. That's why I keep just saying like the grace of God. After that last breath when we took her off, I still didn't cry. The family was out, just like she gone. I was just like I don't know.
Do you think, like now, kind of reflecting on, you know, just how she paid, you know, just the timing and all that stuff, her playfulness and her ability to joke about, you know, death so much, kind of, maybe you didn't see it then, but do you think that kind of like prepared you a little bit more to not suffer so much when she was here?
Yeah.
Because you kind of like, I mean, that builder's like, nobody wants to hear that. When our parents do that shit, I hate it. When my mother, let's talk about it. Don't bury, don't have no funeral. Put me, cremate me. Put me, and it be like, why nobody, but when it's a thing where your that particular person, your mother is so comfortable and talking after she suffered the loss that she has between two of her children, her partner, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that helped to kind of prepare you for? I mean, nothing prepares you for the loss of your parents. But.
She said she wanted to be cremated. She said all of that. She's been saying she wanted to be with the twins since I was young. And I thought that was really like selfish. I was like, Mom, but I never lost a child. I never lost a child and think I'm gonna have the other child and the other child. And like I never did that. And then her being very open about it, I think that it did help like prepare me. And then my little brother said like before she passed out at home, she was praying. And she went to church all the time. Like even though like she did whatever like she wanted to do, she went to church all the time. But he said like as she was like falling, like she was praying. Everything was just like spiritual.
Her heart just kind of stopped. It was kind of that where she just just stopped.
I think it was her brain first, and then the heart. And honestly, like I wasn't even listening. I was just like, what the heck? I just came back from a cruise.
Like none of this even makes sense.
Not registering.
I'm like, Mom, I can't wait to show you pictures. And that was a day after which I could have showed her pictures. But what I do is, you need to go in the house. You need to stop hanging with friends. And that's all I think about. But I had to forgive myself. And just like they know I love them. And I read through our like text messages. That was just me like really just wanting better. We was working on our relationships and stuff like that, but it was tough.
And shielding them from outside.
What I thought I was doing. I've been overprotective over them since I was like 11 or 12. I used to. We lived around Berry Farms, right? We was not from Berry Farms. We was from Southwest. So whenever they went outside, it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I would put like a knife in my jacket and go outside and look for my mother. I've been doing that for years. They can call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. When I first got my car, I'm waking up and I'm going to pick them up. Like, so some people think like you can finally live your life without like worrying about them. And I feel that too. I do feel that some pressure, some weight has been taken off my shoulders. I just hate that it had to like happen that way.
And also nothing really takes the pain and the pressure from losing your parents.
Right.
I don't care if they was crackheads, if they was the worst people, and you know, if they were just your parents are your parents.
That's it. You don't get
they can be totally different in that house than who they are in the street. And at the end of the day, nothing. You know that anybody can say is going to fill that void. Your parents are your parents.
They are, and we used to have a lot of fun. Like I'm so happy that my parents was my parents. Like my mother was silly. She was a light. Like she talked about God everywhere she go. She loved to dance. You turn a beat on. She gonna rap. She know how to do the crip walk. She'll ask you your sign before your name. Like she was just like.
I feel like me and your mother would have been like.
My mother, she had friends, but like not a lot of friends. If it was a crowd over there, my mother was going over there. She was just so like different.
Okay, Mom.
She was so different, and I used to be like, Mom, where your friends? Where your
I need no damn friends.
She would do the crip walk.
Friends.
She would do the crip walk on over there.
Music, I'm good.
That's all she needed. And she'd be like, she would say, she always say that way. I'm like, where you going? She'd be like, that way. Everybody else over there. But yeah, and my dad, he was like a leader. He didn't have, I don't know if he had a lot of friends. You know, like when people, I don't know, he kind of had that reputation like a fear, like, oh, don't nobody mess with AD. Which being young, I felt like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like people fearing you because and that's I don't think that was it ended up not being a good thing. So he was his own person. He was really big on loyalty. A lot of the things that's going on in the streets, they change, and he been locked up a lot. And he's like, I don't like that. Even skinny jeans. This man was like, yeah, we ain't do that back
Okay.
then. Don't know back then. Big T-shirt, Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah. That's how
He
he
was
stuck.
playing. Was not tight on me.
Okay.
He
Why
was
y'all
dressed
wearing that
up.
type of shit?
That's just
That's
how
funny.
like locked in and loyal and old school he was, and I just was like, yeah. So like,
Spirit
My
unmatched.
daddy.
It's
Yeah.
your daddy,
That's
baby.
my daddy.
Spirit unmatched.
I didn't
you
want
know?
nobody messing with my father. I didn't even want him to have friends. I used to tell his friends like, I don't like you. That's my father. Like I was very vocal about that.
Don't trust nobody around your dad.
Everybody down Southwest knew that. They would be like, oh God, here come your daughter. He'll walk off. And I'd be like, 'cause why you hanging with him? 'Cause
Okay.
he did this 2 years ago. And da-da-da.
Ain't
So
no
yeah.
damn good.
So yeah, but no, I appreciate like how they raised me and my brothers. They were so young, but they kept it real. Every experience, anything that I ever did, it was just like, well, you got another chance to do this. I was never in trouble. I never really got whippings or anything. Like it was just like, you could do it over, or you could do it again. It's okay. It's experience. Like that's just how my mom was and my dad was too. So I learned a lot. I think I got a lot of wisdom at a young age just by like going through so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life experience will do it to you, honey.
Yeah.
You know, you go through enough.
Yeah.
You're a little bit more well-rounded than the average person that hasn't really seen everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certain environments really mold who
Yeah.
you're going to be, you know, as an adult, as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Make or break you, but you know, resilient, baby. You still standing. You still here. That's a lot of trauma. That's a lot of grief. You know, you're in a place now where you are pouring into other people. You know what I mean? Which is beautiful because a lot of people don't understand sometimes how hard it is just to get yourself up with a broken heart when you're hurt. You know.
Yeah.
And you carry the weight of like, you know, a lot of us women, you know, we always have so much and so many people depending on us and so much responsibility. We ain't got time to be weak.
Yeah.
We don't have time to be crying. The kids got to be fed, got to get to school. We still got to do this and this. We still got to take care of this. Like, it's a level of resilience, you know what I'm saying, that comes with being back to being a woman.
Yeah.
You know, that has to juggle so many things, emotions.
Right.
Mainly because emotions are like they dictate everything. How you think, how you move, how you physically feel and function, you know, how you interact with other people.
Yeah.
And sometimes we suppress our emotions just to get
we do it so
every
well.
day to put a smile on somebody else's face.
And multiple
you
smiles,
know,
'cause you
yeah,
with multiple personalities.
you know,
The line of work that you do. So
you still gotta wake up and be a mom. You know what I mean? And you know from your life experience, you know, the difference in the type of parent that you have to be than what, you know, the experience that you had with your parents. You know, you want a different outcome with your children. You want a different relationship. You know, you loved your bond and your relationship.
Yeah.
You know, you wanted it different. So you had to kind of figure that out. You know what I mean? On your own.
For sure. Even the being strong part, like me fixing that, like not saying telling my kids, be strong. I'm like, how do you feel today? Like,
please express your emotions. Don't hold that.
Yeah, like, how do you feel today? I'm doing that and not telling my son to like throw his guards up. He not rough. And my uncles and everybody is like, yeah, he need to be in sports. He need to fight. I'm like, no, he's a nerd. He likes science and building. He don't want to tackle, and that's just what he likes.
And he tapped into his
And
emotions.
watch him mess around and be a billionaire.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait on my boy. Wait on my boy.
Yeah. So
He
yeah.
can feel.
For sure. But definitely, like my daughter, she bought me. I feel like she gave me strength. I had her when I was like 17. She helped me to be like strong, and like my son helps me to be like soft. So it's kind of like when I look at my daughter, I see, and I know she's young, but she is like strong. Like she got a voice, and she's not like timid. And you know she say what she want, and she just I don't know. I'm like, oh, I like you.
It's, you know, shout out to all my fellow Sagittarians.
Yeah, big
We're just that's what we
Yeah,
are.
big sage. Big sage.
big stage. No, because I know my daughter. My
Yeah,
daughter,
you got it. Oh, shout out to baby girl.
Baby girl got
baby girl name.
Shamari.
Shamari, honey.
She's gonna give it. She's gonna be like, Mom.
You do it right.
Yeah. You know.
And then my son at the other end, he's like looking at me. He's like,
What else?
You okay?
Now you okay?
He'll look in my eyes. I'll be good one day. He'll be like, "You okay?" And he'll be like, "No, you." He'll be like, "No, you not."
Yeah.
And he got this teddy bear with my parents on it. He'll be like, "Huh, go ahead, hug it."
Oh.
And I'll be like, "Nah, I said I'm okay."
He's the sweetest.
Yeah. So they like,
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
they like hot and cold.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's my
We
man.
need that.
Mm-hmm.
We need that.
Yeah.
That is
Old
so
man.
sweet.
Yeah.
Because now, you know, my mind, I be going everywhere. I'm like, you know, people in different realms, like human life and the afterlife, people.
Yeah.
Your children could be like that reincarnation in a different realm of
Yeah.
what you wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, look what you had.
Mm-hmm.
As tough as it is now, you ain't got no knucklehead son that's outside trying to be, you
That
know,
part.
run with the crowds,
For
and
sure.
you know, your daughter ain't all loose and wild and acting
Yeah.
a fool. Your disrespect, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
those are the things that like we gotta really hold
Yeah.
close to us, because whereas though like your parents departed physically here,
Mm-hmm.
you're protected. Your babies are protected. There is a shield over you.
They
you know what I
they
mean?
doing some big
Okay.
stuff up there. My pastor
You
said, "Well,
know?
maybe you needed them more as angels." That since he said that, I was like, you know what? Like that makes sense. They ain't got no restrictions up there. I just feel like they up there with God, and they just like they doing their thing. So it's hard to like balance. Like, okay, I'm grieving, but these blessings coming in.
Hello?
Absolutely.
So it's like
Absolutely.
I gotta, when God say go, like I gotta put the power, I gotta put the energy behind, you know, God. And I'm starting to like hear God. Like I'm like, all right, cool, you want me to do this? I don't question it no more.
Yeah. You following
That's a
his
beautiful place
footsteps.
to be.
Yeah.
And not yours. Yeah.
I'm not
beautiful place to
procrastinating.
be.
I feel like after I lost my parents, it's like, not what else more can I lose? It's like, I ain't got no more time to waste to be like sitting on anything.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm praying for certain things, kind of like stepping out of my comfort zone. I really would like to leave the dental office soon and step more into fitness and team mentoring and things like that. So just like opportunities coming in. Normally I would be like
dental hygienist?
dental assistant.
Dental assistant. Okay.
I was a dental clinical manager.
Okay.
But then I stepped down.
Okay.
I stepped down, which I love dental, but
I love it too.
I love them
We was
too.
in there. We was in there.
I'm more medical.
We did.
Yeah.
That's funny because we were medical together.
Uh-huh.
We did medical. We worked the children together.
Yeah.
Keep
Why
shouting
you
at
keep
people out.
shouting?
Because the kid, we love
We
our
love kids.
patients.
Yeah.
We love our patients. We love the
build a
children.
bond.
But baby, the staff is trash.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Okay, but I'm lying.
No, you
Oh,
damn.
okay.
That's
no,
how
So
it is.
then we
Real
transitioned from medical to dental.
Really?
Yes, I was the treatment coordinator,
Really? Okay.
and she was in there. Jen. So we was in there.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a high five, but I don't really care for dinner.
It's
I don't like
stressful.
teeth like that. I mean, I like teeth, but
Yeah.
I'm no on the medical.
It's stressful.
We was in there
We
together.
was in there. We was in there doing our stuff. And that was actually our last, employment
Really?
together. Yeah, as of
That's-
like a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How long you been in dental?
12 years.
okay.
I never had a job outside of it. Well, my license got suspended because I lied and said I didn't get locked up. So I had to go. So I had to go.
Donice.
I had to go work at the fucking post office,
They
man.
won't let me out.
I
Hey,
lied.
they won't let me out. She was locked up. They won't let me out.
No. Hold on.
Let me find out. We should have had her on the Good Men series. Whole time, you one of them.
I had to renew my dental license, and they said, "Did you get locked up or whatever?" But y'all don't know why I was mad that I had to be a post office. I was going to lose weight, walking all that. So I was mad. So I was like, let me go to court and be like, please, I need my dental job back. I can't. The dogs, everything.
You
was
already had it
wrong.
pre-planned. I don't want to do none of that.
I need to know when she was locked up.
Okay.
What did I
I'm
get
gonna
locked up?
I'm
I was a tomboy.
I'm gonna let her talk
Yeah.
right now, but y'all can hear my voice
It
under
was
this
like-
song. We gonna see what she was really locked up for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be fighting. It was fighting until my grandmother was like, I ain't going to YSC. And we
Okay.
stayed the whole weekend. And them big ass drawers they give you. I think that and
That was the breaking
that
of
was
the
the
fact.
thing. I did not,
That was it for you.
and I was like 16. I was like, and talking to my cousins like through a wall. I was like, and then it was a McDonald's sign outside of my window. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, Mama.
Time.
Stop fighting.
Yeah.
Time.
I'm gonna stop fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like finding my job back.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
You know, the layers is peeling,
The
honey.
layers
I'm
is peeling.
That part I didn't know.
20s was a wild.
Girl, let me
At
not
least you
even.
hear that talk about it.
Oh my god.
You hear that
It was fun though.
It was
Sometimes I wanna
the
go back.
20s was different.
Yeah.
I would tell you. That's honestly, you talking about young, wild, and free.
Yeah.
I to this day be out in my I be like, God, thank you.
Yes.
Because I would have been in so
Yeah.
much trouble. I'm talking about up under the jail.
Yeah.
Like it's been so I'm so grateful that I was able to experience
Yeah.
and live through my 20s without letting that be, you know,
Yeah.
so what's the word I'm looking for? Talk about it, the chapter of my life that destroyed me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you look back, it's like, oh, God brought me out of
Absolutely.
that.
Clearly wanted me to get the lesson.
Yeah.
Clearly wanted me to see the error
Yeah.
in my ways and like do something about it.
Yeah.
You can't do this all your life,
Yeah.
baby. You
But
can't.
I was that
You won't.
person that was going to keep doing that.
Yeah. I think we all were mentally because if it was working in our eyes, it was working for us.
Yeah.
We were in a pattern and a cycle.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. I was going to do whatever. I didn't have no second.
Uh-huh.
It was like, oh, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, man, I messed up. And then I'm going to do it again. I just kept
But
doing
that's how I
that.
was. Very impulsive.
Yeah. Really?
Even
Yeah.
like sometimes in this adult
Yeah.
stage, it's more like, and it's like, ooh,
Comfortability.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't do that no more. We anointed.
Okay.
You anointed.
Yeah. You get cozy in what you're familiar with.
Yeah.
You know the ins and outs of it, no matter how wrong it is. You
Mhm.
know the ins and outs. You know how to maneuver through that
Right.
shit. You know everything.
Yeah.
So
For
you
sure.
stay on it. Mhm.
And the devil love
Okay.
when he got us. You know when you doing stuff that's like you're not supposed to be doing, but I feel like at a point of a time when I was doing the wrong thing, like bad shit was happening to me in my life, so I was just like, fuck it.
Mhm.
I was like, I'm cursed anyway.
Mhm.
Or not cursed, but like I was like, I got bad luck anyway, so I'm gonna keep on indulging. And like now, I'm like, like you never left my side. I was just the devil just had
When you
me.
weren't getting the lessons then.
Yeah,
You're not
I wasn't-
realizing you were your own karma.
Yeah,
In that place.
exactly.
You can change the whole narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Walking in a
Yeah.
different path.
For sure. And that's why I love looking in the mirror now. Not just at me. I'm just like always evaluating myself now. I just be like, oh, you did this. But you can do this next time. It's just so much fun. It takes so much time. A lot of people don't like doing that.
That's growth.
Self-reflection.
It's
Yeah.
growth, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people stagnant.
A lot of people scared.
Acceptance,
they're scared.
accountability, and growth is hard for a lot of people.
For sure.
You know?
They don't like to look at themselves to know what it is.
Just look at themselves in the mirror, period.
Yes.
That's hard. When you gotta face your own shit
Yes.
and you're really not happy with the person you out here pretending to be happy with.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah.
That shit don't feel good. Shit like, bitch, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a fuck ass girl or boy. Like, this is some goofy shit that I'm engaging in. Like, and think it's cute.
I feel like
You
I
know?
need to know everything fucked up about myself before anybody.
Yes. Yes.
You
So
gotta
when
add
things
it.
presented to you, you like,
I know.
Well, I'm not even going to give you the opportunity to tell me shit about myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to recognize it in me first.
For
I'm going to
sure.
tell you before you can tell
And
me.
if you want, then you just ain't for me.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell you everything about me.
Okay. All right. So fast forward to present day. You know, here you are now. You know, it's 2025. You're in a space where you have lost both of your parents. You lost 2 siblings. How many siblings do you have now?
I have 2 more little brothers.
Okay.
One is incarcerated.
Okay.
He lost both of our parents while he was in there, so he had to look at the funerals on video.
Yeah.
And then I have a baby brother,
Okay.
which he's bigger than. That's my baby.
Yeah.
So I would have had 4 brothers.
Okay.
I probably would have been
Girl.
more stressed.
That's why you was daddy's girl.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Only girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was my man. So yeah, I got 4 brothers. Well, I got 2, but 2 parents.
Mhm. How are you, like, mentally and emotionally? How do you feel in this place in your life with what you've had to deal with and encounter with the loss of your parents, the loss of 2 siblings, having a clearer understanding about your mom? You know what I mean? Even though that you had that anger, like, but you understand a little bit more now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why? You know, that she stopped taking her medicine. You know, why she stopped taking care of that broken, she was broken emotionally, and just, it didn't matter to her, the medicine, you know what I mean? Everything, the things that, were keeping me going and keeping me alive were no longer living, she felt like she have a place, and I know just from your expression, you have a deeper understanding for that now, you feel like you're emotionally and mentally in a different space where it's not so much anger anymore,
It's crazy. I cried before I got here. I screamed.
Did you?
Because I looked at a picture of her, and I was just like, whatever, got it out. I'll probably scream before I cry. But I like my nose to get red. I'm like, oh, nope, not happening. I'm still working on like crying. If I cry, I'm like, oh, I'm acting like a bitch. I'm still saying that sometimes. But sometimes I'll cry. But as weird as it sounds, like it's hard to say. I love my parents to death. God, I feel like I was born again. I feel like I'm living the way I would have lived if I wasn't like on top of my parents and worried about them all the time. And
understand this, because I'll be right saying, you don't have to hold that back, because let me tell you something. There's no wrong in what you're going to say. These are your feelings and your emotions on how you're maneuvering things. You know what I'm saying? So there's no wrong. There's no guilt.
Sure.
Don't carry no guilt.
I know.
And how you feel. You know what I mean? It's a freedom. I feel like there's a freedom.
It is.
And not having the responsibility of taking care of your parents mentally and emotionally, because you had to do that as the child.
I did that.
The oldest child.
Yeah, I did that. Let me tell you, I enjoyed it. I kind of missed doing it or whatever, right? But a lot of people, or some people would come up to me like with pity, like, and I'd be like, what's the problem? I'd be like, what's the problem? I'm gonna cry in the shower.
Okay, guns. You gotta stop flexing them guns.
Okay.
I'm just like, you keep flexing
That's my favorite one.
You keep flexing them guns.
Which one? This said this your favorite one.
People think I'm pressing my butt. No, what the hell?
Well, baby,
it's them. It's them.
Okay. When they both big as hell.
It's this. I feel like I have this thing where I'm like, I'm a man. Like, it makes me feel powerful.
No, I get it.
I get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll even say it in the gym. Like, my trainer, he's like, stop saying that. I'll be like, no, I'm a change man. Like, I say some shit like that. Like,
that's mental. That's all mental.
Silly as hell. But I will say.
Okay. Yeah. So fast forward to present day. Where are you at currently, mentally and emotionally?
Mentally and emotionally. Emotionally, I am learning how to feel how I feel and not like staying extra busy because I don't want to feel. So I give my little moment to feel. That is, I was about to say that's when I'm in the shower, but that don't sound right. But it's when I'm in the shower.
No.
You be feeling in the shower, you're nasty. You know?
They're gonna be like, no, you supposed to in the shower.
Like, you know that you meant it.
Listen, that's the time I love on myself.
No, for real.
Yeah, I gotta have something. When I get in the shower, it's my sign. Mom, are you ready for the towel? No, I'm not. I don't. I'm about to cry. I'm about to think about my parents. I'm about to be like, why, God? I'm about to have like a whole like temper tantrum in the shower. And then I'm going to pray. And then I'm going to get out and I'm going to be like, cool, I'm ready. Like, so emotionally, I'm doing what I haven't did, like, I think like all my life. I'm like, I was like fighting feelings. Like, I don't like feeling soft. It makes my skin crawl, right? But I'm learning how to be like, like cry, whatever.
It's acceptance. You gotta accept the fact that grief isn't soft. You know what I mean? Grief is a real thing. And some people can't hold that emotion. Will kind of break you more than you think that you're building this tough exterior. You know, it'll break you more.
And
than
I
anything.
held that anger with my dad. And I seen what it put me in a dark place. I couldn't even allow that. I stopped going to church and everything. Now I go to church like more. I've been going to church, but like with my mom, I'm like, I cannot go back to kids. I almost lost my kids, like all of that.
Yeah.
But like emotionally, yep, I'm just allowing myself to feeling how I want to feel, sad or whatever. But mentally, I feel stronger.
Good.
Mentally.
Good.
I don't feel like, oh, I got bad
Don't
luck.
guilt yourself for that.
Yeah.
Don't guilt yourself
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
I don't feel like, oh, I got bad luck. God, you took most of my friends. Believe me, I felt like that at times, but like mentally, I feel like God didn't take me through all of this to keep it to myself. And it's like, it makes me think like, all right, I'm going through a lot of stuff now, Lord. Maybe this storm just ain't for me.
Right.
I can't be keeping it to myself. There's kids out here that don't have parents. I thank God for the 31 years that he let me borrow my parents. Thank you. You took them back. And, you know, I embraced that. So just knowing that you can push through grief, but it can break you. Like it broke my mom. It breaks people. Like people don't talk about it. People think grief is embarrassing. I wear it like, hey, I'm out here with no parents. Like I'm still here. Like how selfish. Like God, I'm still here for a reason. You know, like everybody's gonna go, and yes, I miss them for sure. But like mentally, I feel like the storm not just for me. Like I have an urge to talk to complete strangers about grief, and like just trying to like inspire them to like keep going and things like that. And just God has a mysterious way of just taking us through the pain for us to like find our higher purpose.
Absolutely.
I feel like
Absolutely.
even with me teaching Sunday school,
Okay, it's the stuff you ask of all people. Okay, I'm going to teach you the word to these children. Okay.
I don't even know.
That's your purpose, okay?
God is using me, and at the same time, the devil is on me because he like once you in that church and you helping people. Oh, you're surviving grief. I'm on your ass.
When you following God, oh yeah, he don't like that.
You walking that walk, he trying to throw them hurdles in there, speed bump.
I just pray for the armor. I'm just like, God, give me the armor to fight the devil because I know he coming for me. The first day I taught Sunday school, oh Lord.
You got run it now.
Okay.
Lord.
You can't draw that name.
This neighbor came into church and was like, your little cousin fighting out front. I'm like, what the? My little cousin.
At church?
Yeah, at church.
Oh, no.
Why you want to come into my first class? You know I'm nervous.
Acting a fool.
Your little cousin fighting out. So it was my cousin and his, whatever this girl was, they going back and forth. Me and my cousin, we go out, try to break the fight up. The girl getting smart with us. She want to fight us and all of that. Pastor came out, everything. I'm like,
my God.
I'm like, yeah, this is happening. Like, I'm like, the devil, you on my ass. Okay? But I ain't let that stop me because I'm like, okay, like I'm on his roster. I'm not going to allow him to. I'm like, you had me once with my dad. I'm not going to let you have me again. So even like teaching Sunday school, I sometimes go to Jefferson Middle School to mentor teenage girls. It's called, it's a nonprofit called I Don't Fit In. And it's just so they can embrace being them, individuality. You know, in society today, everybody want to fit in and follow the trends and do things like that. But we do things like embracing like what makes you different. We talk about things that they're embarrassed about. Some of them are raised their hand. I got eczema. I got a big forehead. And I'm like, I got this. I got that. And we just get real ugly.
That is so important. That's so things that like we didn't have coming up. You know, like we didn't have those outlets of groups of other people our age and older women that are like, it's okay to be afraid or feel ashamed of certain things. Let's talk about it and overcome it. You know what I mean? Because this is not going to be who you are forever. These are stages in your life that most women or young girls go through that is just not talked about. That's a beautiful outlet, man, for these girls.
It's definitely like a full circle moment with me attending Jefferson Middle School and me in middle school just not having that, like looking for boys for certain things or I wanted to fit in so bad, but it was super uncomfortable because I'm like, that's not me, but I'm gonna do this to fit in anyway.
Yeah.
So we role play. We write like on one side of the puzzle, you write, you know, your weakness or like I got a big forehead or whatever, and then on the other side you say like something that you really love about yourself. So you just try to turn it into a superpower, and you connect the puzzle with your partner beside you. Some of the teams, they don't even like each other half of the time, but afterwards, you know, we make them compliment each other. We say a chant, and I just really, really like emphasize like you'll see later on that your difference is what's going to make you stand out. Like you don't have to be like everybody else. It's super uncomfortable, and now the suicidal rates are going up. They need this help.
Yes, they do.
It's free. Like I don't even want to charge for nothing. I just want to tell you that you're beautiful, and I don't care what kind of shoes you got on, and I just want to just compliment you and hug you, and I don't know, and a lot. I'm nervous about the teams, but just trying to like, you know, do my best, and I commend everybody that's working with the team, and then having a team myself. I think that's helping me a lot with.
Being able to apply that all this.
Lord, they text me.
Yeah.
They be like, oh, this boy like me, da, da, da. And I'm like, oh, did you talk to your mom about that? So I don't know.
Yeah, that line.
Yep. Yep, they be telling me a lot. And I be like, I don't know if I should tell your mom. Some things I'm like, all right, I think I got to tell your mom. But then I know other things that's like, you're not comfortable with your mom. So like, I don't know.
That's why you came to me.
Yeah, but I definitely got some fire under my butt. Teaching Sunday school, mentoring the teams, co-owning WeFitDC. After my mom passed, I got into a Pilates class. People was like, girl, you're grieving. What are you doing? I was looking at them like,
leaving it on the mat.
Okay.
Leaving that shit on the mat. That's what I'm doing, honey. Y'all might not see it or get it.
yes.
But that's what I'm doing.
That's really what I did. Everything in my head said, maybe I was avoiding feelings. I probably was. I was going to, I had to do like, I don't know how many hours every weekend from like 11 to 6 p.m. I was studying, totally different from strength training. Like Pilates is different. I took that class on. It was just something extra that I wanted to do. I never even took Pilates before. I never took Pilates.
Pilates is different. People don't understand.
I love it now.
Pilates is different.
She's too excited. Now she's making me nervous.
You see how she reached for a little ring?
That's it. A blue flag.
Ooh, I want the pink one.
I tried to do
No,
green.
you know that's my color. You purple. But she don't got that. So blue is close to purple.
Okay.
I'll take blue. Blue my upper face.
Yeah, no, I took that Pilates class and I was so nervous about it. It took my mom off my mind a lot. So yeah, whatever. I took that class. I was so nervous about taking that class because then people started to get in my head like, well, you should never took that class and you're grieving and da 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 da. So the time of the test, I'm like, yeah, maybe I did. And the test was like in person. I had to like take somebody through all these exercises in 45 minutes, and they in a certain order. But that in my head, I'm like, well, yeah, you know, maybe
You did that, mama.
And I passed.
And you did that, mama. That was your calling.
I passed. And now Pilates is, because everybody is like strength training and doing their thing, so I had to find my niche. So Pilates is the thing that I'm doing, which we have like a big series coming up at WeFit, prayer and Pilates, pumpkins and Pilates with the kids, Halloween late night spooky sip and Pilates.
Ooh, it ain't scary. We coming to that.
You don't like
Scary ass.
but I don't like scary stuff either.
First of all, the fact that you wouldn't come to a night Pilates is ridiculous. Grow up.
I don't like scary stuff either, though.
You don't need to grow up. So y'all not shy.
I do.
I don't razzle dazzle ain't never hurt nobody.
Okay.
Don't shake them up, Susan.
I don't want to be shaken out.
You going to a haunted house? Are you going to a haunted house?
No.
I'm not going to a haunted house. You going to a house?
Let me tell you, because they extreme with the haunted house.
And somebody
grab me, that's different.
No.
Because there's a lot of entities and demonic spirits that are walking around, so you're not going to touch me.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Already on some evil shit.
And I'm going to be the
We
spirit
not
that's going to knock you out.
We not doing that.
I'm gonna knock you out.
That's different.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
different.
I can't do haunted house. And then we got the breast cancer awareness
Okay.
HIT class. So October is like super busy.
Oh, good.
So Yeah, it's a lot moving at WeFit in October.
You,
So this is the
girlfriend.
last day of September, and I'm excited that I'm spending it with you all. So we had Ebony Fit September the 13th,
Okay.
which was huge.
Okay.
Another blessing. Like, mommy, daddy, your daughter was on the news.
Okay.
I was just teaching Pilates on the news. But like, I was like, damn, y'all doing y'all thing up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, if I didn't take Pilates for that to be my niche in Ebony Fit, then I wouldn't even, you know. So it's just like everything just be aligned, and I'm just starting to know, like, I don't have to understand everything. I used to be one that pray and then had my hands on everything. Now I pray and I be like,
back up. Yep. Let them
Like one now that I've asked for it.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm prepared for it when I get it.
I be like, you got it.
Yeah.
Because I was very controlling. I'm really learning. My grandmother always said that. She was like, every time after you pray, you still trying to do stuff. And she was like, you got to pray and let it go. I heard that a lot, but the let it go part is like, how do I let it go? Now I be like,
Yeah. Faith. It's that faith that you got to have, you know?
and God just had it all along. So all that controlling stuff, it's like, girl, what do you control? You don't control a goddamn thing. Not even the kids that came out of here. You don't control nothing. But everything is just aligning. Still, you know, grieving. And it just come and goes. And like, I don't know, it's not the worst thing that could happen to you. Like
Some people that are suffering in human life form currently, every day, suffering, you know?
Yeah, so I just want people to take that time to evaluate themselves and their grief. Like, because people always say, oh, think about the good memories. That's not, you can't just do that.
Right.
You're not human if you can do that or you don't feel. You gotta just be sad, be mad, be whatever grief is going to take you, feel it. But just know, like, the angels they wouldn't want you to just like sit still.
Absolutely.
You know, because they still here in a way.
Right.
We want them here physically. God's plan is
they work different when they were the higher power, you know? They move things they couldn't move when they were physically here.
Angels are my besties. I be like, y'all got me before I do this podcast.
Okay. Hello.
And they
cover.
Yes.
Like, y'all got me. I was talking. I just felt like it was so aligned. Like I was just doing my little DM. That DM stayed right there for a long time. I'm like, no, I ain't about to send that. I'm
glad you sent it.
Me too. That was my mom. That was
Yeah.
my mom, because that DM would have stayed right there. So
We
I do
glad
appreciate y'all on this platform for sure.
No, man, we appreciate you because that's it's a level of vulnerability. We were strangers to you before that connection was made. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't deny that connection was divine, you know, timing and in alignment for a reason.
For sure.
Because it didn't happen for no reason. You know what I mean? I think we needed you as much as you needed us for an outlet, for a release, for a moment, you know what I mean, of laugh, just even for that acknowledgement. I'm grieving too currently, you know what I mean, like every day. So in that space, being able to see it from the outside, you know, I lost my brother, you lost both your parents, you know what I mean? Like,
even when you said you were dumping, like, you took the ashes, I was like, oh, this is something that I have to do. Well, it was my mom's wish, but you said it was your brother's wishes. That was like, oh, okay, you just putting your little puzzles together. So
you know, like, let that be some type of comfort. If you're questioning it, let that be some type of comfort. We took my brother to the other side of the world, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to be in the place that brought him the most peace, where he felt like there's no other final resting place for me, you know, that I would be, you know what I mean? And we had to honor that.
And you felt
honoring
that,
that, absolutely. And honoring that even now to this point, you know, I've been back for a couple of weeks. It just feels like so much lighter. You know, my crying spells are random. He's there, you know what I'm saying? It just could be a little thing. Spells be random, you know. I've cried, but it's kind of like that 1-2 tear thing where you're like, okay, I feel you. Okay, good. You know what I mean? Because I know that you're okay. You're happy with what we did for
Right.
you in your honor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even with you in your situation, like what's the word I want to use? Even through your grief, even how you express how hard it is, you're not really a crier and things of that nature, you're able to manage your grief through the coverage that you have from your parents in the spiritual realm. You know what I mean? That's another part of them protecting you.
Yeah.
Because you got so much going on. Like, girl, you coming to your plateau, baby. You getting to your peak.
And I'm
You know
looking
what I
at
mean?
you like,
and that
I don't,
drive, you don't even know where that drive is
I
coming
don't.
from.
I
You know what I
don't.
mean?
I really don't.
Because people in your predicament, like most people would be like, there's no way. I can't function. I
Wow.
can't think about myself. I
Right.
can't think about trying to get to this next level. Like, who, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Girl, they are on your tail like, nah, baby, you gonna do this. You gonna do this. This is what's calling you. This is what your we know where your heart is.
Yeah.
You gonna do this and you're gonna be amazing at it. And you still gonna stand and you still gonna be encouraging and inspirational to other people. And you're doing it. You know what I mean? So even on those days, you know what I mean, that you don't feel like it's enough.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're still a mom. You got great kids. You know what I mean? That's a reflection of you.
Yeah. I think
You know?
claiming it, like that's another thing. I'm like, okay, I'm claiming this season. You know, like when like bad stuff happens to you for so long, you feel like, oh, that's just bad. And when good shit start to happen, you're like, oh,
yeah.
Can
Why?
I be
am I
happy
worthy?
now?
Like, am I worthy? Do I deserve this? I shouldn't be getting this right
Is it okay for me to be happy?
Yeah, you start feeling
and then I'll be
bad.
like-
Yeah, you start feeling bad for good things.
I'm just learning how to be like, this is,
Hey,
yes, like,
okay.
yeah.
I'm supposed to feel like this.
It feel weird as hell.
It will weird, but I'm supposed to.
It do. It
Accept
feel
your
weird.
blessings, honey. They're there for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, and that's also a way of your parents removing the pain and the hurt by keeping you happy with your own accomplishments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're putting in the work. You're doing this, baby. You're doing it. You're doing it.
It's happening.
You know? So be proud of yourself. Don't carry that grief. Be happy. God wants you to be happy in this moment. You know, you're able to function and get through life, navigate through life, and still be a good parent because of the blessings that you get. And so don't block your blessings. You know, guilt is the devil too. You know what I mean? Guilt can be the
He
devil.
wants you to stay there.
Wants you to feel bad because it keeps you down here.
Yeah.
It keeps you from elevating because you're so stuck and feeling, no, I can't accept that.
Yeah.
No, that's not for me. I'm not good enough.
That's
Why
not
not?
Got it right here.
Why not? Why isn't it for you?
Yeah.
Because God said otherwise. So why would it not be?
That's
You
right.
know?
Yeah.
That's the ruler we
That's
listening to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to you. We're proud of you
Thank y'all so much.
because you're doing it.
Yeah.
And before we get to, because now she's been so eager.
These my best.
She's been so eager to bust our tail on the
And I
Pilates,
see
but
them.
we're actually very
They right there.
excited about the Pilates portion because that's one thing we haven't like all the way tapped into. And you know, I'm on injury and I'm gonna take this group off. Watch this, because she's about to not play with me.
I'm excited. We
I
can
ain't doing
get
that.
in there.
Yeah, I need to stretch these hips, honey. You know me, like a graveyard. No.
Yeah. I mean, getting it to your hips, it takes away like a lot of that lower back. I feel like ever since I had an epidural,
Oh, girl, yes.
A lot of females.
but they won't never. That's a big loss if they own to that.
Yes.
2010, people like, you too young. No, I think the epidural's messing
A lot
up.
of females.
Well, certain things naturally just weren't supposed to happen, and
Yeah.
as time progressed, and
Yeah.
you know, science and medicine and money, you know, came into play. Now I'll just put a tube up their ass,
Exactly.
just inject them with a needle off their spine, just cut it open. It
But
don't
everything
matter.
has a good and a
It
bad
does.
side.
give them a
It
COVID
does.
shot.
Everything has so
It
Yeah.
does. So thank God, even with our epidurals, because we all had them, we still standing.
We still
Thank you, God.
standing.
We
Still
all
standing.
been through.
Amen.
Need an ibuprofen, but we good.
We still here. We some resilient women. I'm proud of all of us.
Yes, I am.
We can run into this Pilates. Donice, thank you, mommy.
Thank you, love.
Thank y'all
For your
having me.
vulnerability, for your energy. You know what I mean? We
Thank y'all.
appreciate you. And this will not be our last time
Yes.
connecting. We in the mix now. We family now, girl.
Yeah, but I feel like I got some new friends.
You know what I'm saying? We family now.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
That
You better stop. You better
Oh,
learn
my
about
God.
this. We just talked
Oh,
about that.
Sagittarius. Hold on.
It's okay.
It's
It's okay.
We locked in.
Yes.
We can run into this Pilates. Pilates portion, y'all. Stay tuned. It's about to get real in the bill.
It is.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Gym Talk Podcast. We out.